This is Bad Karma Wrestling.
Give me a hell yeah.
With no gimmick Nick Johnston.
It doesn't matter how you feel.
And David Double D Dykstra.
Welcome back, everybody. Ready to rock and roll. Bad Karma Wrestling is in your living room or on your phone. Maybe we joined you in the bathroom because
you trailer.
Exactly, because you need that phone. You need that entertainment when you're rocking and rolling. Welcome in. No gimmicks, Nick Johnston. My boy Alex stepping in with Double D gone. He's unfortunately not on a trip. He's just not feeling too well. He got some bad Culvers or some bad food not too long ago.
Well, I can't list it because then we're not gonna get sponsors from them. But yeah,
who cares? We got enough bills. We got our bills paid. Ugh.
No.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
That's tough
Either way, hopefully you're watching. Hopefully you're feeling better there, David. We're rooting for you. Keep kicking.
Keep kicking. All praise to Double D.
We're ready to go over here. We got some WWE Crown Jewel to recap. We got a couple other things to get to. WWE ideas popping. They got some new prospects, so we'll get an idea there. Yeah. AEW side of things a little light, but Full Gear's right around the corner, so we'll be talking maybe a little bit about that. Kenny Omega is back in full on action, so that ought to be fun to also mention as well. And then our boy Scotty. We're entering Scotty's world once again. He'll have a fun little thing, little back and forth like we always do. So if you're ready, Alex, I'm ready to go.
I'm ready to go.
Let's talk some wrestling, yeah?
Talk some wrestling.
All righty, let's get to it. So Crown Jewel was last Saturday. Pretty decent. It was an okay card from top to bottom.
It's all right.
Nothing too crazy. Again, predictable, sure. No title changes other than the these Crown Jewel titles. Let's just start off with that. I know we'll get to the results in just a second, but I guess it's spoiler too because I'm gonna mention who won them. But Cody Rhodes and Liv Morgan hauling around these enormous title belts that will be one and done. They did not leave the country. They basically were up and around their waist. And then they put them up on display, and then that's it. So at least they got a cool ring out of it. But what were your thoughts on just the size of it, just the idea of the Crown Jewel Championships?
That's how it was even big for Cody, man. I mean, God, did you see, it was like on camera, on video, it didn't look that. I didn't think, to me, it didn't look that big. But then once they took a photo on Instagram, I was like, yo, dude.
The side plates are as big as it looks like they're the size of the AEW title, the side plates, and the AEW title is enormous.
So I'm just like, all right, I hope they can carry that around. I'm like, no wonder they put it back in crazy. But my thing is the rings, dog. I feel like Cody's finger's gonna get jammed up.
I did thought that was a tight squeeze too, and I was like,
funny? He tries to play it off so good, but he's just like.
Oh yeah, that was a tough one, and he had to put it on because you don't want to be disrespectful of Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabian kings over there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it was tough. It was a tough look there for sure. But yeah, it's just the idea that they're just one and done. Just I don't know.
So are they gonna hang the Raptors up in the Crown Jewel or something
that's
like that?
That's
I don't know
just
what they're doing.
That's gonna be in their Saudi Arabia.
Are they gonna do some WrestleMania 22 thing where their faces are on the?
It'll be in their Saudi Arabia Museum of WWE property. So
it's always Crown Jewel, man. It's always Crown Jewel.
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah. There you
go.
Be
walking around the WWE experience and you'll see that. So yeah, sure enough, I guess that covered basically 2 matches of it, but we'll get to the actual results just right now.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go with the women's. I'll work my way from bottom to top here on our little rundown. Women's tag titles: Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill retain over Chelsea Green, Piper Niven, the Metaphor, and Damage Control.
Which I kind of predicted. I mean,
yeah. This was simple. Yeah, just one of those where it would be crazy if a title changed hands on that side of things in general. Nevertheless, the women's tag titles, which haven't been very relevant these past few months. So, that doesn't make sense for a title change there. Didn't really get a ton from this match in general, but there you go. Glad to see that there was actually, from the report that I saw, again, with just the idea that you're over in Saudi Arabia, everyone understands that they're wearing the clothes that they are for the religious reasons that they have over in their country. But there was actually a want from the Saudi Arabian princes, the people that were they were like, hey, can we get another women's match on there? So I guess if there means anything, there is progress there.
Yeah, there is
to some sort
progress.
of degree. So glad to hear that. But again, just like you said, just
That's the only thing I feel bad about
Yeah.
them for. It's just like, get the women, obviously. You know what I mean? But
yeah, it's a tough
cool.
look. It's tough for
It's
sure.
tough for sure.
But yeah, no. If it means anything, like I said, maybe a lack of amount of matches, but you had a ton of women in these matches. You had eight
for sure.
quality stars right here in this match. So good to see that. So glad
They
were
brought out
able
the big
to-
guns for Crown Jewel, for
Yeah,
sure.
glad that they were able to showcase what they could do. Next up, the U.S. title, LA Knight retaining in the triple threat against Andrade and Carmelo Hayes. Again, didn't get a ton of the match, but
It was a great match.
For sure,
yeah.
for sure. That's why I kind of thought if anything, it probably would have been maybe potentially the show stealer. But again, I would have to kind of go back again myself and really rewatch them. But overall, like I said, the reaction online for me was kind of, I guess, stale to almost like not wanting the LA Knight to win it to retain. Maybe that's just the pocket of the internet that I fell into, but not the craziest like overjoy like, oh yeah, LA Knight wins.
I just feel like he obviously everyone was overjoyed when he won the U.S. title, but come on, everyone really wanted him to have the WWE top title. You know what I mean? But if anyone deserved it, it would have probably been. It's a mix for me, man. I think it could have been either way, but whoever deserved it, it was probably more Andrade for me.
Sure, he's been putting out. He's
been putting on some shows.
been putting
man.
on some of his best work.
And
Honestly.
it's funny. Every PLE, the triple threat matches have been going great.
Yeah.
And I can't. And this is one of the cases where I'm just like, I can't wait for every triple threat matches that come up because honestly, man, they've been great. They've been spectacular. They've been doing them well.
Yeah.
It's funny because Triple H been in a lot of triple threat matches, so I think he knows. You know what I mean? So, hey, I love it. I think Andrade should have won this one, just for me, personal stake. But having LA Knight retain, I mean, obviously it was gonna happen. That's a little thing with me with the U.S. title. It's kind of stale right now. There's nothing really going on right now. Not with like the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, sometimes it's always the chase. The chase for the
Yeah.
title is more important and more impactful than the actual title run itself. And hopefully that's not the case for LA Knight. I'm sure they'll get some sort of storyline, some sort of thing going with him as well. So you need
Because it just kind of feels like they're just throwing matches at him just to retain the title.
I mean, you give
for
him
the title run.
you give him a mic, let him talk. He's must see TV in that sense.
Oh, yeah.
You got to give him an opponent, someone that's worth something to actually keep up with him. And I think that hopefully that's on the horizon for him.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Next up, no contest here. Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. They couldn't even get the match started, from what I understand. Big old brawl to start it off. Was there anything that you gathered from that one?
I love this match, man.
Yeah,
Just-
best match on the card.
Best match on the card, man. No. I think this has really progressed the whole beef. And to do it at Crown Jewel, it was kind of risky, but like to do it like that. Because obviously, to me, it doesn't feel like a Crown Jewel match. It shouldn't be a Crown Jewels match. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It should be more like a Survivor Series match.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, I feel like the reason why they did that was because they're going to probably move it to another PLE, which is, what's the next one?
Oh, after this?
Survivor Series,
Thank you,
right?
Scotty.
So-
Survivor Series.
People are saying the reason they did this is because they want this at Survivor Series.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm feeling like. And as a fan, I kind of want that too. Because it's like, I mean, cool, having Saudi Arabia is all right, but it's not fitting to like the whole storyline and the feud. So having them have a no contest and Kevin Owens just beating the crap out of Randy Orton was solid. And then his little promo afterwards, he's like, I walked out, he didn't, was pretty cool. And man, the one thing is like, I'm kind of seeing Randy Orton right now. I don't think this is gonna be his main feud. I think he's gonna progress to Cody Rhodes because he's been looking at that title for a minute now. So, I mean, we'll see with that. I mean, what do you think, man?
Yeah, I'm definitely just gathering the sense that like it would have been fun if that was a match there, but yeah, if they're leading up to just keeping it somewhat interesting, not keep going to the same well over and over again with the same matches. Yeah, I could understand why they're postponing it. Is that
Yeah, I guess kind of postponing it.
Just like
Kinda
extending
pushing it a
Yeah,
little bit.
exactly. Just giving us a little taste, a little tease right there with that. But yeah, Some will say maybe a waste, but it was a fun
I mean,
little spot right there.
it kind of is, but then it's also like giving Kevin Owens like the push he kind of needs.
It's just
right
more.
now in the
It's more. It's
story.
more fuel for the fire.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
It gives you a little bit more reason to care.
'Cause,
Yeah. Next up, Seth Rollins defeating Bronson Reed. Maybe the confusing one for me in the sense that it's just like, who do you want to push? Like, what's going on?
Right,
Like, do you
exactly.
want Seth Rollins to look good so that he can? You don't really know exactly. Like,
'Cause
what's next for Seth Rollins?
It
And
made
then
me
you're like,
confused.
Bronson Reed, they've been pushing as this big, dominant big man that can't be overtaken. He's it's too powerful, and then Seth Rollins wins.
Yeah,
so all these tsunamis, all this and that, and then curb stop. 1, 2, 3.
I feel like they should have done what they did with Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. Not make it a whole new no contest, but absolutely dog walk them and win. Because, I mean, come on. I mean, then the promo after that, the interview was like, oh, are you pushing for the World Heavyweight Championship afterwards? That's what they told him. I forgot what he said. I think he said yeah or something like that. But,
Well, yeah, because they had the fatal four-way the next day, and Bronson Reed got involved. So
yeah, exactly. So it's like, and then who won that? Freaking
Damian Priest
Damian Priest.
makes so much sense because he lost to Dom last week. So it makes so much sense.
It makes so much sense. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I would honestly, if you're gonna have Gunther fight anybody, I was gonna say like you should definitely have him face off like Bronson Reed. That would be a great match.
Yeah.
That'd be a pretty solid.
It would be fun.
It would be a fun match.
The only
to look
problem
at.
there, 2 heels. You're just kind of like wondering who to root for. I guess maybe like who do you make
I mean,
the
that's
baby face
true.
there?
That's the only thing about it too.
Yeah. But I'm not going to sit here and deny that wouldn't be a great match.
It'll be
Like
a
Bronson Reed
banger.
versus Gunther, that they would put on a show.
They would put on a great show.
Storyline, it wouldn't make quite the sense. Back to the opener, Bloodline, the new Bloodline, defeating Roman Reigns and the Usos with the untimely help of Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn trying to. He was invited to the new Bloodline. Clearly, he did not take the invitation. He went ahead and beat up Solo, punched Tonga and everybody else on the new Bloodline side of things, but then accidentally hits Roman Reigns with a haluva kick midair while he's trying to do a Superman punch, which inevitably led to the new Bloodline getting the win in this one. So. Are you now in this again another new installment? I wouldn't say a new chapter because that would have been a pretty short little stint right there, but another new installment of the whodunit or the what's going on in this Bloodline storyline. So is Sami Zayn back into the swing of things? How do you feel about that?
I feel like, damn. I feel like that was great of them to have like Sami Zayn get involved and like kind of kick Roman Reigns and all that. And then have that segment on Monday about like Jay was saying, "Oh, you're family," and then Jimmy's all pissed off like he's not family. He did that on purpose. Da, 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 da.
And then what? It was Solo talking to Sammy behind the scenes, and like you kind of see behind a door type deal is one of those little things. So it was interesting to see how they were going to build it up, but they actually pulled the trigger and used Sami Zayn. For me, it felt as though it's like, we're going to the well again with Sami Zayn just to make some sort of connection with this. We've gone through this rigmarole so many times. We're just ring around the rosy at this point constantly. So again, to sit here to make it fresh, very, very tough. But at this point, it's just like, the only out for this Bloodline story is going to be it's going to end at WrestleMania. So
Either WrestleMania or I'm pretty sure
WrestleMania
or
or
Survivor
again,
Series.
everyone, Survivor Series with their version of the of a War Games matchup. Which I mean, that would be the War Games to have if you're going to have one.
I feel like if I didn't mind Solo pinning Roman Reigns. I didn't mind that. The reason I didn't mind that was because it made kind of sense to have Solo pin Roman.
You
And
need
then
to.
you needed to do that
To
so-
have Solo
and
actually have
let's
a
be
win,
frank,
or
and-
like to have that argument like I pinned you. Like
Right, and let's be
it
frank,
happened.
Solo has been getting better
Yeah.
on promos, matches, everything, the whole scenario, looking like an actual threat. It took him a while from the beginning, but he's looking like an actual threat. Do I feel like this push Roman? Solo, absolutely. I feel like it made him more serious of a character. Did this push the storyline a little bit more? Kinda, not really. Not like, I kind of thought it was gonna happen because you always see it in these type of like who did, like you said, who did it, who this, who that. I think Addie Sami Zayn right now. I think with the whole Sammy and Jay, it's kind of going too fast. I feel like they should slow it down. I know you're trying to get it to Survivor Series and all that. I know Roman took a hiatus and came back, and I know that much. But it's like going too fast.
If you're gonna make Solo the real important character out of this, you need to hammer that what just happened at the Crown Jewel. Cause
exactly.
A guy like myself, you're either catching highlights for this case, or I will eventually watch it in full when I get to it. But you really need to hammer the fact that, like, hey, Solo pinned Roman. Who's pinned Roman in this past 5 years? Like 3 people?
3 people. And I feel like they'll push it on Friday, like today. Basically. I feel like they're going to push it on Friday.
So like that they needs to be just hardcore hammering every single time. The guy that pinned Roman, the guy exactly that. I took him down. I did this. I did that.
I need Solo to like get on this whole, when they carry him like at the freaking they do,
Yep.
like, old school.
Yes.
I need him to they need to carry him down the ramp.
Yes.
He has a double Mufala. I know it's only one, but he needs a double for that one, right? He needs double.
He needs the fire dancers.
He needs fire dancers. Everything. Give this guy a WrestleMania entrance on tonight.
Yes.
And I swear to you, everyone's gonna believe he pinned Roman.
Yeah.
That's all I need for him.
There you go.
He don't even have to say a word. All he does is this.
Exactly.
And that's it.
And everyone else
Solid.
will acknowledge as well.
Sold me.
Yeah. Finally, the last 2 matches, like we mentioned at the beginning, the Women's Crown Jewel Championship, Liv Morgan defeating Nia Jax, and WWE Crown Jewel, the Men's Crown Jewel Championship, Cody Rhodes defeating Gunther. Well, I obviously am disappointed that Liv Morgan defeated my gal Nia Jax. I understand. You got the more popular champion in this sense is Liv.
Yeah.
And then again, that same breath, it's the same thing with Cody and Gunther.
Oh yeah, I want Gunther to win for sure.
Yeah, you want Gunther to win. It seems as though he dominated the entire matchup, and then Cody Rhodes just one slick little kick, one crossroads, and sure enough, 1, 2, 3. But
Did you like the ending, Nick? The way they did it?
For Cody?
Yeah, it was not a roll up, but he had him in a headlock, and Cody Rhodes just went backwards, putting Gunther's shoulders down while still being in the headlock. So it's a cheap out, I feel, but it gets the job done.
Yeah.
And so while it was probably a good match, it's not going to be the great 5-star ending that everyone wanted to. It makes everything still look good. Gunther gets a loss, but he doesn't look bad in the loss. Gives Cody the win, which is inevitably what you wanted to, and you wanted it to be clean, and it was. So
A lot of people are loving that they went that route with the Bret Hart Roddy Piper win.
yeah, I know that's
I
just
feel-
because
yeah.
everyone loves watching old matches and then be like, look, they did the same thing. Oh my god! And then we put the screen over the screen, and then they do the exact same thing. Oh my god! Yeah, I know, because CM Punk watches every Bret Hart match and wants to reenact that. So yeah, I understand again that everyone needs to do that, but it's cool. I mean, it's a nice ode to the
It's
legends.
like cap.
Yeah, tip of the cap.
Tip of the cap.
Absolutely. But I feel like it could have been not more creative, but just not that.
My
I guess.
honest criticism with all this is that Cody's being redundant in all his matches so far. Like losing, getting pound, and then coming back up doing the what you gonna do? You know what I mean?
Hulking
like
up,
the
yeah.
hulking up thing, and it's like Cody's not weak. You know what I mean? I like how they did it in the beginning where he was actually having good matches, like going 1-1. No one was weaker than the other. Okay, the Roman thing in WrestleMania, that kind of happened. And I understand Bloodline kind of softened him up, and they want to make him look like he's soft. And then he goes back up and do the and then do the Hulk up and thing and everything like that. But I feel like this could have been like a 4 to 5 star match if they took it as serious and not try to do the whole like, oh, Roddy Piper and Bret Hart. I feel like if they were to like no one looks weak in this match. It's just straight hands, straight moves, straight just bodying each other. Gunther is not really tumbling over him, which I get. It's Gunther. You have to do that. But it's also Cody Rhodes. So it's like, you know what I mean?
I also feel like they, okay, so Crown Jewel, they made this event for the Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
And they kind of just have these almost, very, very much dream book matches right there. At least in the sense of this main event
exactly.
here. I'm kind of upset that they just kind of slammed this together.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I wish they could have actually had a storyline. Cody Rhodes versus Gunther. You could have made that months and months and months out of something. And I get it with they're both world champion for a reason.
Yeah.
That's why that's like that. But it really takes away a little bit in that sense. Like I don't know.
I mean, the segments are cool. The promos are all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like, I need more than that. I need you to come out of his family, his mom. I need you to do the whole, bro, give a chop to his mom, dog. Like,
oh my God.
Talk about his dead dad. Bring up freaking Dustin. You know what I mean? Like, bring up something.
Kinda did go after Cody Rhodes for his family.
Yeah, it did. I'm sure.
But it wasn't like noticeable, dog. It was just like little jabs here and there.
A whole week promo based on the fact.
Nah, dog. I needed him to chop his mom
Oh
right
my
there
God.
and then in the
It'd
crowd.
probably kill someone. That would probably kill her.
I just looked it up. At cage match, almost every single rating is above 8.0 for this match.
What happened?
8 out of 10, almost every single rating.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I mean, it's a good match. I'm not gonna say it's a good match. I just feel like
To just for the want to
Yeah.
need to. It wasn't built as though
wasn't
it was a
built.
dream match. It all these kind of just feel like they were throwaway just because again it's on this Crown.
I mean, would I
Jewel
like to relive this,
card.
revisit this match? Of course. Would I like to revisit Liv and Morgan? Liv Morgan and Nia Jax? Not really.
Nah.
But if we're gonna revisit this, I hope it comes with a story. I hope they come with great promos. I hope it comes with like a impactful match. You know what I mean? Like, hey, maybe Gunther might get drafted to SmackDown. Who knows? Or same vice versa.
Well, from my understanding, with Netflix getting Raw in about a month, or about 2 months now, USA still having SmackDown, they're clamoring. They both want stars. That's from the understanding.
Yeah.
Both networks want stars. They want eyeballs. I believe Netflix threw out 3 names. They said they want CM Punk, they want Roman Reigns, and they want Cody. And those are, arguably the 3 biggest names that WWE has. So I don't think that USA Network is going to be too keen and be like, okay, yeah, have the 3 biggest fish in the pond, and then we'll be completely okay with it.
But
I think we're going to see a ton of the usual mid-carders stay here, stars bounce from both shows.
I feel like if I was Netflix, I would take Cody Rhodes though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because in WWE, I would let him take Cody Rhodes. Why? Because to me, it was already an issue that Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns were in the same, show.
Yeah.
Because it's like it kind of leaves Raw a little bit dry.
Yeah.
To a certain extent, you know what I mean? They have good stars, they have great stars, but if you have like the main 2 that was in last year's WrestleMania, come on.
Yeah.
If
Just quickly thinking about it right now, if I was, I would probably say Cody Rhodes to Netflix, Roman maybe to there as well. CM Punk. I would keep CM Punk on TV, on network television, just because it's the more casual viewer might, if you're flipping channels. Does anyone flip channels anymore? If you're flipping channels and you somehow come across like, I reckon CM Punk. I haven't seen him. Oh, okay, maybe I'll watch SmackDown for the rest of the day.
But I feel like people heard about Roman Reigns.
Of course.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like they should let him stay in SmackDown.
Yes.
Cody and Raw, because then Raw is Cody.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it like that. Raw is Cody.
And it wouldn't be a waste because we're Netflix. I think they're going to TV 14. It's PG Punk, so it's not like he's not gonna utilize that to any degree anyways. So
Exactly.
keep him on TV.
Yeah, keep him on TV.
Yeah, but if we're good on Crown Jewel
We're great on
overall,
Crown Jewel.
do you pass fail? Do you have a grade? Do you have a out of 10? How do you usually grade these? What do you?
I usually do the whole thumb system.
Yeah, what do you got? Right in the middle?
Right in the middle.
Okay, right in the middle.
You?
So mid. He says pretty mid.
It's pretty mid.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably go the same thing. I'd go with a 5. Like I said, the idea that just push the storylines, had some decent matches, nothing too crazy, but just it was
kind of mid. Yeah.
Mid.
Let's just say it like that.
Exactly. But sticking with the Fatu, the bloodline side of things, really quickly, got a couple additions, but Jacob Fatu accused of ghosting a charity.
Damn.
Ghosting a charity event. This was
All
reported.
about the kids. I don't believe this.
Yeah, this was reported some time ago on the internet. Now, according to this, he was booked for a show. Something came up, couldn't make the booking, but that was all found out after the flight was already booked, paid for, and the flight had taken off. So tough look right there. I believe the number was $2,830 some odd dollars. That
Damn.
it's nothing like to him that probably is chump change or whatever, but to a charity, to a low end wrestling production thing that's trying to put on a show, $3,000 it can make or break you.
Yeah.
So losing that, it's tough for sure. Again, I don't want to say it's hearsay just because it's got some traction, it's got some actual credible people talking about this. But there was another post saying like, hey, so multiple people coming out about Jacob Fatu. Again, this post was sitting there saying like, hey, I hate seeing him on there just because every time I see Jacob Fatu, that's all I think about is him bailing on the booking that we had for him. So I hope he rights the wrongs.
I feel like he will.
I don't know if WWE's gonna come down with the hammer and say, "Hey, suspension."
No.
You won't be seeing. You're gonna be seeing Jacob Fatu on TV. It's just gonna be, if you want to chirp him, rightfully so. I think that's definitely on the table. Similar. Is it worse to steal from charity like Jacob Fatu, or to be a grave robber like Adam Cole stealing bones from dead people's ankles? I don't know. We'll get your cadaver bones figured out. But overall, like I said, this is not the best look right now, especially when you have Jacob Fatu clearly in one of the biggest storylines in WWE. So
this is fake news. This is fake news. Jacob Fatu is a friend of mine. Great guy. He done nothing wrong. Fake news. This actually was posted on CNN. Fake news.
I walked in the room and I said, "Hey, this guy's gonna be in the charity event. I can't believe it.
I can't believe it. He didn't show up. Must have.
Love Solo.
He said he loves the kids, but I don't know anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, it's something that it can be figured out with just simply paying them back. I feel as though we'll solve this.
Jacob Fatu's probably gonna do it. I mean, look at him. He's a good guy. Look at it. Look how he looks right there. He's a great guy.
Yeah, look at that.
That is a man of dignity. He is what represents America all in fullest. He is what the American people need, and that to me. So what? He missed a charity.
Are you gonna start you gonna start a small business with Jacob Fatu? Is that what you're saying? You want a little mom and pop?
Look. I love you, Jacob. I love you, Jacob.
What's that? Are you gonna start?
I love you, Jacob.
Are you gonna start a boba tea with boba tea shop?
Oh,
with,
bro, you know how much
Jacob
money I
Fatu?
be selling right now? I'll probably pay them back right there and then.
Yeah,
First couple of thousand people that show up to the freaking bubble tea. Look at that. Boom, charity.
There you go.
Gone.
Right
We're
back
good.
to you. Still in the.
Wait, before we go, what charity was it for, anyways? Because
I
I don't want to sound like an ass.
No. I'll clarify that up in just a little bit.
If it's for children, I sincerely apologize.
I'll try and bring that up maybe in the commercial. But still in the bloodline areas, in the bloodline family, yet another new addition to the Anawi family.
There you go.
Lance Anawi signing with WWE officially. Let me take a quick gander just to make sure.
So
looks like
Series confirmed.
I think so. He was granted his release from MLW in late 2023, and people were clamoring, waiting for him to finally make his appearance. So sure enough, looks like it's finally on the way. So they were able to get able to get it done over the summer, but he was sidelined for a little bit with injury. So yeah, sure enough, en route, Lance Anawi back to WWE. So how are we feeling with that?
I mean,
new addition?
remember when we saw like the whole tree? Like Rock was like, "This is my family." Da 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 da. It was just basically WWE telling you like, "Hey, yeah, we're gonna sign all these guys." You know what I mean? Like, you don't even look at it like a damn tree. Dog. We're gonna sign all these guys. We're gonna take them out from Hawaii and bring them out, pay them $2,000 of the plane ticket to come over here to the U.S. Yeah. We're gonna pay for their visa and everything. The thing is about this is like, it's cool, right? We're probably gonna see him in Survivor Series. Solo's probably gonna be losing. Guy just like bites on the chain in the cage, and he's just like bites it off like a damn beaver, and then jumps through the hole, and then just start pounding on Roman.
What's that? Corey Graves says, and all you hear is like the Tasmanian Devil spin noise. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, he's like,
another new addition in that sense.
Bro, only one person I want to see from this Omayan family is Silla Fatu. That's the only person I really want to see. Yeah. He would have been so cool to see right now. And then, like, bro, I can see him just towering over the cage, like, call a Tonga or something, like. He probably mistakenly like beats up like Roman by accident, he accidentally beats up Solo and then just apologizes and then beats up Roman, and then when they win and everything, they might, Triple H might give him a title, and he's gonna have it like on the other side. Like if he flips it up, it's on the back side instead of the front. You know what I mean? Like
it'll be strapped backwards.
It would be strapped backwards.
It'll be strapped in. It'll be reversed. So yeah, they're gonna really.
He's probably gonna be there celebrating, and then he's gonna wait for a big return. He probably think CM Punk's gonna come back and return again. You know what I mean? Do the whole sneal. So he's probably just like doing this whole thing.
Yeah.
Like he hears some music, he thinks, but it's actually Bloodline music. So he's just like, I don't know, man. I can't wait to see it. I know I'm having fun here, but it's like, man, do we need all these guys? By the way, like, do we need everybody? Like, I'm already sold on Jacob. He already missed a charity match. What else do you need from greatness itself? Like, do we need all these guys really? Like, how many family members does Solo want? Yeah. Like he said, oh, this is the real family that loves me. I'm like, dog.
How many charities must suffer because WWE wants to sign all these
children lose thousands of dollars every day because you don't want to show up.
Oh my goodness! All those square pizzas are gone.
So now we have all the apple sauces are gone now, dog. Yeah. Like all the carrots and everything, the ones on the little plastic wraps are gone, bro.
Well, new additions there from the Inoue family. I'm sure those will be piling in. And sure enough, also new additions due to the WWE ID. WWE ID adding, 3 additions last night and 1 new addition today as we were getting ready. Yep. So new additions include Zeta Steel from CZW, Bryce Donovan from Wrestling Open, Cold Brew Cappuccino Jones, probably the most fun name that we've had gathered so far, and then the newest addition just added earlier today, Jack Summit from GCW from Game Changer Wrestling. So, any names there that jump out to you?
Oh, you already. Don't act like you don't know. Well, hold on.
Any names? Obviously.
First of all. For the people out wondering, who's Cappuccino Jones? One of the greatest indie wrestlers of all time. He is actually the GOAT of GOATs.
Are you being serious? Have you seen?
Oh yeah, he's being serious.
No, are you being serious?
Oh no, I'm not. He's gonna defeat and dethrone Roman Reigns. He's gonna beat Gunther. He is gonna make the Cody crybabies dry out of tears, and he is gonna beat the living crap out of Dominic Mysterio. Like, this guy right here is going to be the face of WWE. Do not be surprised that on Netflix, the first guy you see is Cappuccino Cold Brew Jones. I'm telling you right now. Let's list all the finishers this guy has. First of all, one of the most underrated lines I've never seen right here. Look at this. Double shot. Caramel latte leg drop. Screw Hulk Hogan's leg drop. This is not the best leg drop of all time. His is the best leg drop of all time. His spine doesn't decompress because his cappuccino's running through his veins. Hold on. Have espresso lariat. Screw you, JBL. You don't have the best one. It is espresso right here. Froggy Brew. Rob Van Dam, you old fart, you don't got it. the decapitator. Listen here, Terminator. You don't got it like goddamn Cold Brew Jones, all right? You heard of John Jones? He ain't got nothing on Cappuccino Jones, all right? That's all on me.
There we go. Coffeeville, Kansas.
Coffeeville, Kansas, all right?
Oh, my goodness.
It was in his veins. The wrestling gods of above us
That was a great...
already knew this man was going to be a legend.
You sold me there. I can't wait. WrestleMania 42. Cold Brew Cappuccino Jones versus Rick.
There you go.
Ricky. The jobber Ricky is back. No, I honestly, of these names, I'm not very familiar with anyone.
Now I am.
Now I very much am with you putting over Cold Brew Cappuccino Jones.
This makes Triple H the best booker of all WWE history.
Yeah.
This right here. This what sold me Triple H. Not the Bloodline, not Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. No. This sold me. Yep. He will grab another person's bone, replace that hip of his, replace the legs, everything. He's
gonna need to
gonna
replace his
borrow
heart.
someone's wig. He's gonna
really
put
the bad
on. It's
thing
gonna
about
look
him.
like old 5 Triple H, and he's gonna go 1-on-1 with the great Cappuccino. That's it. The Rock has nothing on this guy.
Oh, boy.
Stone Cold, he's not Stone Cold enough because goddamn Cold Brew is cold as shit. Sorry.
There you go.
There we go.
There
Let me
we
stop
go.
there.
There we go.
I'm going ahead of myself.
Oh my goodness! With all the wrestlers that do now sell coffee, this is now a little.
I'm gonna get a coffee after this, and I'm gonna think about Cappuccino Jones.
So there you go. New additions there. Hopefully they actually, make the realm, make the reigns, and actually are worth something. Finishing
gonna
up
be
really
worth a
quick
lot.
here on the WWE side of things. No love for the streets. I don't know. Hopefully there are. Montez Ford and the rest of the Street Profits growingly, increasingly frustrated the lack of usage. So they've went. D'Angelo Dawkins, I believe, is the other team member. Hitting Twitter, not very happy with the way they've been used. Apparently, they haven't had tag team gold in about 4 years. So, any thoughts on Street Profits? Do you think they're staying? Do you think they're going? Type deal.
Triple H gotta be careful with those rumors, man. Like, come on.
I would just hope that the tag team. I think tag team wrestling in WWE has. It's gone cold for a little bit, with obviously with Motor City Machine Guns getting it's ramped up a little bit, but not the spotlight has not been on, or really has never really been on tag team wrestling in WWE. So I can see the frustration from the Street Profits side of things.
My thing is, it's just sad to see, but it's also like, I don't know, man. I really see him going to AEW, sadly, honestly, to be honest with you.
Well, that's also kind of a really interesting, because everyone kind of sees if they do break up the Street Profits in any sort of way. They've been hammering the idea that Montez Ford can be a great singles run.
And he can, but that's the thing. It's like,
He's got the charisma, he's got the look. You throw a title belt on him, and it seems legit. Like,
I feel like the only way that they work out is pulling a whole, Degeneration X thing, where like they break up, but then they fight each other, have this great feud. I feel like D'Angelo Russell can hold its own against Montez Ford, right?
Yeah.
I feel like he can. I feel like they can sell by doing that, having these great feuds together, and then coming back around, kissing each other, hugging each other, and then making up the team and everything. You know what I mean? But like, I think that's the thing with like the tag team division. It gets stale for a while. They don't get much uses because let's be honest. If you're not the Usos, and clean enough, if you're just not the Usos, that's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and I feel
WWE
bad.
side,
I feel bad. You know what I mean? Because like, someone's dying up here in set. But I mean, if you're not the Usos or the New Day, it's kind of like, who are you really?
Yeah.
But it's like Street Profits to me have been very entertaining. But that's the red flag for me, is that they just been entertaining.
yeah.
So it's like, I feel like when you're using a tag team to, push some certain, like for example, WrestleMania, right? What were the Street Profits mainly for? For entertainment, for people can pipe up for Bully Dudley to do that whole Extreme thing, and then that was mainly it. So it's like, it was only a good match, people really saw the entertainment just because the Street Profits wanted to pay a homage to Bubbly Day Rubbly, which I understand, cool, but it doesn't add nothing to them afterwards. And I feel like that's been something with tag team matches. They've been used for entertainment. It's only had that moment for that PLE, but after that moment, after PLE, what are people talking about afterwards?
Yeah.
So if you're using them for entertainment, I thought they were more serious. Like this year, I think it was like what they were feuding with somebody. I forgot what it was this year. I took them serious for a second, then I forgot about it, and that's the problem. It's like, you know, they come up with a great promo, and then they get really serious, and then things die down for a little bit. Yeah. If you're gonna push them, I'd say, I mean, come on, just do it already. Do one last run, you know, like Private Party. I really see a resemblance from Private Party and the Street Profits. You know, they're having them for a while, they didn't really get a push, and then they got that one great push, and now they're respected. I feel like do that. Have them fight Motor City. Have them win the tag titles.
DIY is right there too.
Yeah, DIY. Have these great, huh? Or move them to Raw. Sorry, move them to Raw. Yeah, drop them onto Raw. Yeah. Have them get the titles, and you're gold. Like have them fight Judgment Day, and you're solid.
Exactly. I mean, it's
ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say immediately jumping ship is going to solve it, but it would be a nice little. They would definitely do well in AEW to a certain extent, but they are a little too similar to Private Party in that sort of way. So they would need almost a restructure or rebranding in that sort of way too. But you know, they just added the Hurt Syndicate, which is probably the last thing that the Street Profits were relevant in when they were part of the Hurt business. So. Interesting all around. I'm sure, like I said, I think they might end up staying just considering that, you know, Ford being dating / I think she actually married to Bianca Belair, so probably, you know, it's probably still happy there and that to a certain extent, but
then D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
That's another thing, you know.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a TV show, guys. Get him a goddamn TV show. Damn it.
They have a show.
Podcast. Something.
Yeah, but finally, I think. Just overall, the big thing from the week for sure was also the NXT ECW crossover. NXT having a show in the ECW arena. We saw Rhino, we saw the Dudleys, we saw Don Marie all coming back for cameos. RVD back as well. Overall, a fun show, I thought, from top to bottom. You know, it was, I mean, obviously well received, just because, you know, they had the nostalgia. You had the, hey, remember this guy, remember that guy, which is really cool. But yeah, just overall solid day, and I like that. But you know, I think the biggest takeaway for me was just glad to see Devon Dudley being able to bring out the table. That was my big question. You knew probably Bubba was going to come back, do something, but I didn't think that Devon was going to be able to come back just because he's had so many health injuries as of late. So glad to see it. Glad to see it was just an all around fun show. So.
Yeah, it kind of makes me tear up a little bit because I feel like they should have just done this instead of rebranding ECW back in the day. You know what I mean? Like, they should have just had this whole, like, tribute show and all that.
Well, I personally just wish, I mean, when they bought ECW, if they just would have kept going with ECW, they could have just, it would have been fine.
But, like, the way it ended up, I
still had
bad.
Taz, Dreamer,
I hope
the
this
Sandman.
show was like a, how do you say it?
That's the big thing. No Sandman on an ECW trip.
Yeah, no.
What are we doing?
Oh, yeah. You guys didn't, like, think about bringing back people from the dead, you know, like freaking New Jack? You know what I mean? Like,
Sandman's very much alive, but yeah.
No, I'm saying, but, like, you could have just brought people back from the dead, too. Like,
yeah.
You know,
Nunzio was there, too. Nunzio,
like,
Tony Mamaluke.
They just went to Saudi Arabia. They had the Saudi Arabian money and scientists and the wonderful people over there to bring back people from the past.
What was Balls Mahoney?
Yeah,
Call Axel Rotten. Call Ian Rotten. Come on.
Jim Cornette, bro. Come on.
No, ugh. He wasn't even. He hated ECW.
Nah, but I wanted him to be there.
ECW.
I wanted him to be there.
Him and Jerry the King Lawler are like the biggest.
Look how he's doing right now.
Of ECW of all time, but no, I don't believe so.
They're selling it. They're selling him being out for like a damn.
Yeah, I think
3
so.
years.
Yeah, I think so. You know, again, like, you know, maybe Lance Storm, Just Incredible could have came by.
Oh, Just Incredible.
He's
Mr. Crazy. What are we doing?
Yeah, Super Crazy would have been great. Would have been nice. That would have been nice for a little spot.
I know he had a Coke edition, but what are we doing? Come on, dog.
Quickly before we wrap this up, that is my favorite thing on the internet. Is like I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna chill. I'm only have like one drink, and then there's a compilation of super crazy doing backflips like me and what I'm actually gonna do tonight.
I saw them they were in a car ride with what's that one Asian dude? I forgot. Tajiri. And then they're like, what are we gonna eat? And then like, I think it was like freaking buffet or something like that. Yeah. He goes, "No mami, wey, no."
Jeez, that's good. That's hilarious.
Oh my god! All right.
If we're good on that, though, I think
we're solid.
Yeah, the last thing.
Remember,
just Elimination Chamber, Toronto 2025. That was the big announcement today. So there you go. Oh, Canada. It's back. If we're good on WWE side of things, we're gonna jump into AEW in just a little bit. Gonna be talking some rumors as to who's gonna be maybe jumping ship. Kenny Omega is back, and then there'll be a little full gear talk. So stick around. Back on Wrestling when we return.
Man, I'm so hungry. I need somewhere to eat fast. I have no idea where to go.
Psst. Hola, me llamo El Taco de Taco. You know where to go for the amazing taste that'll have you craving more? Taco Bell.
All right, can I get 20 tacos, please?
You got it.
Thanks, Taco.
De nada.
Good. That's it. Eat the tacos.
Taco Bell. Live más.
Wear your best attitude. Feel the power. Run towards your goals. Make each footprint count. Believe in yourself. Mark the difference. Just do it.
Celsius, the fastest growing energy drink in America. 0 sugar, low calories, and 200 milligrams of caffeine. Celsius is the ideal drink for anyone who wants to get the most out of their day. 4 distinct flavors: orange, kiwi guava, wild berry, white peach. Drinking Celsius prior to fitness activities has proven to accelerate your metabolism, burn body fat, and provide essential energy. Celsius. Live fit. The official drink of Chad Podcast.
This is Bad Karma Wrestling
Give me a hell yeah.
with No Gimmick Nick Johnston
It doesn't matter how you feel.
and David Double D Dykstra.
And we're back. Unfortunately, to those that were, we found out that the charity. So
To Jake's
it's Jake's Network of Hope.
To the Jake's Network of Hope. I sincerely apologize as a member of Bad Karma Wrestling for making hilarious jokes about Jacob Fatu telling y'all screw charity. So your bevs that you are selling to all ages, old, young, and babies, I sincerely apologize. I hope your product and everything your brand stands for goes incredibly well. Now to Jacob Fatu. For the reason he didn't show up, and I'm ending right there because I think I'm ready to get canceled from here. But my final thoughts are, I did not say what I said. As a matter of fact, I believed everything I said.
Bang! Right there. So sorry, no hygiene products being distributed out today. Not to you. Thanks to
y'all.
Thanks to Jacob Fatu, no products being distributed to you. So there you have it. Yeah. I hate hygiene. I don't like
Looks like he hates hygienes too. It's just like
Solo.
I feel like once you get him in a headlock, he's just like,
What is deodorant? I do not know.
Allspice, I don't use it.
Yeah. But yeah, we're on the AEW side of things now.
He looks like cleaning himself with water and leaves. That's all
Absolutely.
he does.
Yeah, he's just short of having just a loincloth.
He just is aware of it. I feel bad for his wife. Just cleaning him. And he's just, I love you so low. Like all the damn soap and water is getting out of the tub and everything.
It is tough when you look at someone, you look like you smell like pee. Like that's just it is. It is.
You
a
look
tough
like
one.
you have rabies.
Yeah, that too.
And HIV.
Yeah. We say that he could literally rip our heads off.
And you'll eat them.
And he'll do the puppet thing with it. So
screw it.
That's okay.
He's not stealing bones. He's literally stealing flesh.
Yeah. Let's jump into the AEW side of things. Malachi Black, after losing to Adam Cole, the internet is all up in a rage. Actually, not in a rage, really. They're just confused as all hell. Not quite sure. Is this the end? Is he retiring? Is he on to WWE again? Well, actually, Malachi Black, Tommy, or I believe it's Tommy Black as well, his real name, went ahead and confirmed he's not going anywhere. He's not retiring. Just seems to be that this happens every time he loses a match. Everyone seems to thinks exactly that he's on to the next one, on to the next company. But no, it seems as though he's staying. Is this, is it a good move that he's staying, or do you feel as though
I don't know why people are confused. It's just a matter of respect for the other opponent. You know what I mean? He lost. Yeah. They put up a good match too. It wasn't like it was like a bad match. He didn't look hurt. He didn't look like he was limping like most people would do after a match. Like he was just straight up just showing respect.
Yeah.
Adam Cole's back, baby. Like what do you want? Like these guys has been from NXT to now. It's like they kind of just respected each other.
That's true.
Point.
That's true.
It's not like he's leaving. I don't think he's gonna leave anytime soon either. Like I know Rhea Ripley's over there. You know what I mean? But like,
that's Buddy's gal. His gal is Selena Vega.
Selena Vega. My bad. Yeah. But he's gonna be all right. I don't think he's leaving, and I feel like if he leaves, then that whole like brand just kind of.
Well, out. I wouldn't think so, considering he's been used sporadically here and there. They need a push. The House of Black needs a push all in general.
Yeah, exactly.
From the understanding from when he was originally joined, he signed for 5 years. So again, that idea that he's just going to be on just a straggling contract isn't true.
Yeah, and he's been healthy. He's been great.
That was the big thing. Him revealing that he's been healthy for 3 years. That was the underlying thing. I was like, wow, probably not a lot of people are going to be focused on that. Focus on that because that was why is he gone?
Years?
Everyone was trying to figure out like, oh, is he hurt? Is it this?
CM
he's
Punk
fine.
could even make 3 months.
Yeah, true. But yeah, sure enough, Malachi Black's fine. He's good to go. Like I said, maybe he's just going to be a company man and just if he's going to do the job right and put somebody over, and then when his time is done, he'll be going on to WWE again. But
he's like one of those established AEW stars where it's like I don't really see him going to WWE anymore.
Maybe, but Triple H, that was his guy. He got his biggest push when Triple H was booking NXT, so I could see that side of things. But again, it's Tony Khan recognized that you can put the title on this guy, and people will be. I mean, if you got such a huge pop for Buddy Matthews last week, you can only imagine what you would get from Malachi. So
for sure,
keep it going, keep the push rolling on that one. But a big return also from a potential leaving to a for sure return. Kenny Omega, he got into a brawl, got into a fight over there in New Japan from his appearance from the New Japan show. Again, just the biggest takeaway. Yeah, got into a brawl with Gabe Kidd. That'll start that feud and that storyline to get him going, get him back into wrestling shape. That was the biggest thing.
Yeah,
having that spot, having that brawl, having the contact shows me Kenny is good.
He's
to
healthy.
Go.
He's
that
good.
is humongous. Just for not just for AEW, just for the wrestling world again. Yeah. To have Kenny Omega back into the wrestling world.
Nick is ready for the West Side Gun edits.
Yeah, dude. I'm ready for that. I'm ready just to have him have a quality match again. I personally can't wait. He's just so much fun to watch in the ring, just from top to bottom. And like I said, just to have him back, have the talent back in there, to come back from this it's a grueling injury, diverticulitis. He's had, I mean, when Brock Lesnar had it done, he had like, not like inches, not centimeters. He had feet of intestines being taken out of him, yet still goes in there and still able to do it. So I don't know if it was like, to the same extent of Brock Lesnar, but still to have this injury and come back is crazy.
Yeah.
So huge props for Kenny Omega. Glad this is getting done, and the all for the idea that it's leaning towards Wrestle Dynasty. I believe that's the new pay-per-view that's coming up. So yes, all positive. I love every second of this. Keep going, Kenny.
Do you think he goes
stay healthy.
into the storyline with Ospreay and what's his name?
Ricochet.
No, not Ospreay and Ricochet.
Oh, Kyle. Oh my goodness.
Kyle Fletcher?
Kyle Fletcher, yes, thank you.
Do you think he's gonna head into that storyline right there, or what do you think he's gonna head into?
I don't think he
comes
goes
back in AEW.
He doesn't. He's not gonna come in guns blazing with that. I think he's gonna have to handle the Elite. He's gonna have to take care of Jack Perry. He's gonna have to take care of. Well, now that they're not there anymore, but he's gonna have to take care of the Young Bucks when they come back too. Okada, he's gonna have to take care of all those guys.
Would he join them, or would he fight back?
No, he's gonna have to fight them. He's gonna have to beat them up because, well, they've been talking mad smack while he's been gone. So they celebrate his birthday, and he's like, well, actually, we don't care if you're alive anymore. Jack Perry said so. That'll probably be the first storyline to get through there. So that ought to be fun. Yeah, get Jack Perry going too. He's a punchable face. The Daniel Garcia.
He is
good.
Yeah.
A change here, from the show to the actual just the event, the live event in and of itself. Reports that AEW is changing its appearance. They're going to change its experience and try and give more of a sports feel to AEW tapings. So I believe from my understanding, they're not going to it's not going to feel like we're in commercial. When you're at an AEW event, I think they're going to try and have stuff in between. Obviously, not too long because they only have like a 2 or 3 minute commercial break. But they don't want that same stale feeling. So they want to actually have when you go to an AEW show, you're getting a whole experience. You're not just watching like, oh, we're here for a taping. Yeah. That's kind of what I think. That's what the mindset is. On top of it, they're doing these 40% off deals on these upcoming shows. So. Is it kind of a Hail Mary to solve their attendance issue? Is that what they're maybe going for?
I think they're recognizing I think finally they're recognizing it right now. That's why they're going down to 40. And I know a lot of people, especially WWE fans, are like, oh, look at that. They can't pull up with this. They're going to make 40. But okay, chill. All right.
They're already pretty cheaper tickets to begin with.
Yeah, they're pretty chill.
Comparing them to the WrestleMania tickets, they're the cheapest on the planet already. But.
Will it solve the attendance? Hopefully. I think so too. I just feel like people can't afford tickets here and there, and then now they're so cheap. And this is mainly for like the wrestling fans that kind of go to like WWE shows and all that. So like going to AEW is not second best, but it's also like right in the middle where it's like it's a really good experience. All that. Honestly, W.
Yeah.
W for AEW. I'm not gonna lie. W for AEW.
And like I said, if we're really going out that far too. You for the amount that you're spending, you're getting a lot because you're getting the Dynamite live taping. Then they'll end up doing Collision or Rampage, and then sometimes either before or after, if they have enough time, they might do Ring of Honor. So you're getting a ton of wrestling actually in your face, live and in person, for maybe $30, $40.
Would this go for like the main pay-per-views too?
I'm sorry. As of right now, I think it's just for Dynamites and Collisions. But again, like AEW pay-per-view tickets for a guy that's been to multiple AEW pay-per-views, not just in Chicago but also in the other one, Humble Brag, sure. But the tickets run pretty. They're not ridiculous. Like they're like whole. They're not like.
It'd be nice to do like a 20% off or like a 15% off if they're going that way.
Yeah,
they kind of have to price.
You don't have to sacrifice a bill to go to an AEW show. I think that's fair to say. Okay. So you're like, oh no, I can't have my car payment today because I want to go see John Moxley. Like it's not that big of an issue. I can do both. I could be fine. I can drive to the show and I can watch the show. So
I like that.
Yeah. Otherwise, nothing too crazy in the world of AEW. We got a couple of Full Gear matches, and I'm sure we'll obviously be breaking down the Full Gear card when it's ready in its entirety. But the Full Gear card so far,
John
looking like John Moxley and Orange Cassidy for the world title, Hangman and Jay White kind of still building off of their feud. Mercedes Moné and Chris Statlander for the TBS title. And then in the 0 hour, we got our boy Big AJ versus QT Marshall.
Hell yeah.
So
We're
of
bringing
these
the boom.
of these 4 matches, which one are you currently
Which
one are you currently looking
don't
forward
even
to?
ask me that. I ain't feel offended if you even asking me that. You know damn well everybody named boom. What do you want me to say? What was the question? What was the question again?
What match you looking forward to?
Boom.
It doesn't matter what you.
One more time.
What match are you?
Boom.
You get a Doom. I'm gonna go make a boom, and it's gonna smell like Doom. Overall, I
That should
think
be his promo walking up.
that is funny that they have Big Justice in the background doing the.
That's how Big Justin was like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I want him to pull a hornswoggle, bro. I want him to get under the ring, come out of there, and he just goes boom, 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 boom. Gets out of there, crawls out, goes in.
For anyone that's still on that side of this is too gimmicky.
This
is
great.
WCW 2000.
We had Donald Trump on WWE television, bro. We had freaking MGK on television.
Logan Paul was your
Paul.
IC title.
Jake
or
Paul
United States
literally
champion.
knocked out Jimmy or Jay Uso.
Yeah.
Waller took a bump to Jelly Roll.
Come on.
What? I
Jelly
mean, we
roll,
can keep going. We can get who's the Pacers player?
We had the dude that said, oh my god.
Tyler's Halliburton and
Pete, what was that
and
guy?
Jalen
What was that guy's
Brunson.
name? Pete. It was Pete. Peter. No. Back
This
in
was
we
all
had the
stuff-
Muppets. We had the Muppets. We had the Muppets.
These were all things that we've been mentioning
We
that
had
were just like a
Hornswoggle
year
going
ago.
down on Miss Piggy.
Yeah. Yeah. These
Hold
are all
on, hold on. We had Hornswoggle going down on Miss Piggy,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh,
we
my
had
goodness.
that back in the day.
Oh my.
So shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
I just see that, and like I said, honestly, it's a lazy take every time I see that comment section on posts. They just
come
go,
on, bro.
they go WCW 2000s coming from guys that were born in 1998.
But you know what? Even though we had freaking, Jackass and everything on WWE television before and all that, all these other great celebrities, AJ was in the gutter, bro. He was in the grind. He was in the indie scenes. He was actually wrestling. He could take a bump and it doesn't
And
look
that's
like
why
he's-
I'm not offended by this,
Yeah.
because he's actually trying.
He would have been the greatest wrestler of all time if it wasn't for his hip, okay? If
He's
it
been
wasn't for
going
those
to-
cookies, those Gumbo Chumps cookies on Costco,
Yeah, that's
if
true.
it wasn't for this chicken, whatever it was, if it wasn't for his wife and everything, it wasn't for his everything else, it wasn't for Big AJ, Big Justice, I mean, he would have been the greatest wrestler of all time.
He got a bigger push in the real estate agency first. If he got a bigger push for the title, I think that would have been the route. But I think he went the
Oh,
real
he
estate
should have gone for
way.
the title. He should beat everybody
Yeah.
on that damn card right now.
Yeah,
You
like
know
I
what?
said, I think it's a very.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what though? John Moxley's whole thing is gonna end once AJ finds out. When AJ really finds out, he's gonna beat AJ. He's gonna take over the elite, and AEW boom pay-per-views. We're gonna cut it coming out.
Yeah.
I'm calling it right now. Boom. Exactly. Full gear. Haha. Full boom. Wrestle Dream. Wrestle boom. Collision. Boomalition.
Oh my goodness.
He's like, this is my dream.
This is fine.
This
Yeah,
is great.
I'm more than okay
This is
with
great.
this.
I
Again,
want him
it's
to.
just-
I
it's-
want him to throw the chocolate cookie, whatever. I want to throw it at his face.
Yeah.
I want everybody from Costco that works there come out.
I want a
and
steaming
save.
hot chicken bake to the dome right
want-
across the head.
I want him to come. I want him to pull. Hold on. I want him to pull a Daniel Bryanson. Everyone wears a boom shirt from
Yeah, that'd be
Costco.
good. That'd be
Everyone
good.
goes in the room, in the ring. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. This is great.
I was about to say, I'm wondering what his entrance music will be. It's gonna be his song. It's
gonna be his song.
So We bring the boom. That's what
And
we
then
do.
his like little
Yeah, that too. Again,
bro.
it's not just that.
If
man.
y'all
Like
ever
Quinn,
see his mom looks
Quinn
like
Ewers of the Texas Longhorns is doing it. Like it's not just that. It's all over the place.
It is yeah.
Again, for all though, it's a very late. I think it's beyond lazy. Be like, oh, it's WCW all over again. Just no, you haven't watched a minute of WCW from the 2000s, and that's what you're saying. So
I'm gonna predict this right now.
I'll leave
Final
it with
prediction.
that.
Final prediction. Wrestler comes out, does the wrist flace, distracts him. AEW comes with the boom. 1, 2, 3. Next time he comes back, AEW championship title run right there. He has a shot of the title. And the Rizzler, when he grows up, he's gonna remember this moment. And the Rizzler's gonna be the next one up.
We need to go to break. We're losing viewership.
The Rizzler goes up to never mind. Rizzler goes up to Mariah May. Just game over. I mean, it's over.
And then he goes up to TK and he's just like, I'm the booker now.
Yeah,
I'm the booker now. Look at me.
Was there anything from Dynamite, Collision, or Rampage that we gotta make sure we get to, or was there
Bro, AJ beats all of that thing.
Yeah, I
don't
think
know,
so.
man.
I think so.
What are we talking about here?
Exactly. That's a way to wrap up AEW. So when we return, we're gonna end up at Scotty's World. Scotty will go ahead and figure it out there. So when we return, more Bad Karma when exactly that happens. Boom.
Ah. Hey, watch your mouth. Wine. I'll just put a quarter in the swear jar. Once it's filled, we get a Coors party after work. I've been drinking Coors since my college days. Cold draft taste, second to none. Yeah, worth the recorder, am I right? You know it, mother. Hey, you get those reports done? Yeah. No. You, sir. Attention, employees.
The staff meeting, scheduled for this evening, will now be held tomorrow early as
Who's all? Dudes, we're only 75 cents short. Oh, shh. Boss. Hey, sir, go yourself. You're fired!
The Chicagoland area has a large number of lonely dogs currently filling shelter pens, just waiting to find a family. Nothing adds warmth to a home like a wagging tail and a warm pair of brown eyes. If you are considering adding a dog to your household, visit the Anderson Animal Shelter, where adoption counselors can assist you in selecting your new best friend. Make your house a home. Adopt a shelter dog. To see a current list of adoptees, visit their website at www.andersonanimalshelter.org or meet them in person at 1000 South LaFox Street in South Elgin. Don't have room in the home for a new furry family member? Donations of toys, collars, and soft or hard non-perishable dog food are always accepted and are greatly appreciated. All animals are spayed or neutered and are waiting with tails wagging to find a loving home. Visit 1000 South LaFox Street in South Elgin or www.andersonanimalshelter.org for more details.
This is Bad Karma Wrestling.
Give me a hell yeah.
With No Gimmick Nick Johnston.
It doesn't matter how you feel.
And David Double D Dykstra.
And we're back. Ready to talk some more wrestling to finalize this day. Scotty's World, we've entered it. Another boom session right there. Our boy Alex right there. No Gimmick Nick Johnston here to finish off the day right here, like I mentioned. Scotty had a good question. And I feel like this is good for our Scotty's World segment, like I mentioned. Brought it up. Who has had the best and the worst gimmick change in the history of wrestling? So I think exactly that. We can kind of sit here and ponder between the best, kind of sit here between the worst. I figured set it up like this so we can kind of ping pong and have both options open right now. But do you have any? Just start off from the top of the dome. I feel like there's some key, like some big ones right away that we can get to for sure. I'll just start it off. I'll go Stone Cold. Going from stunning Stone Cold, the dashing Stone Cold, the long hair bit to Stone Cold Austin 316 bit. I mean, that might be the best change of all time because everyone sits here and says, "Hey, who's one of the best wrestlers or just overall entertainers in WWE?" One of the go-tos is Stone Cold. So that's one for sure right there in my mind.
Best to works. Honestly, the most hurtful one for me was Kane. Going from monster weight Kane to corporate Kane.
Corporate Kane. I'll take it a step further and say it was best to go from his Isaac Yankem dental.
Oh, the dental one, yeah.
To Kane. So I guess
that was a good one.
From worst to best to worst. There, I guess
that was
that works
solid.
right there. I'm trying to also think right now.
3-man band was kind of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, we see now the writing on the wall. You see Drew McIntyre being able to do what he's done. I mean, the only one that's really kind of fell off for sure was Heath Slater.
I don't care about your kids.
I
don't care about charity.
That's true.
That's what Jacob should open up on
so.
Friday today.
I just had one right in front of me. I mean, unfortunately passed away, but Bray Wyatt. Going from Husky Harris to Bray Wyatt, the whole darker image side in that. I mean, Husky Harris was just, he would have been just another throwaway mid-carder. There was nothing really to him.
Daniel Bryan.
You think so?
When he went to Eco.
I like that. I love it.
Really?
I love that. That was hilarious. That was one of the best.
Okay, I know he's a hillbilly at heart, but you really had to turn Daniel Bryanson, one of the greatest technical wrestlers, to a hillbilly?
Oh, I mean, that's his real thing. He's a vegan.
I know he's a vegan.
That was
God
just
damn
him.
it, I
That was
want
just
him to
him
look like he eats
turned
meat.
up to the max. That was like him if he was like a Captain Planet.
That was him if he booked himself and everything?
Yeah, basically just short of like just strapping himself to a tree.
There's so many, though. Godfather.
Yeah. That
from
hurt.
a
That
pimp
hurt.
and then-
Losing the Godfather and turning him to almost the
office
right to
man.
censor. Yeah, the right to censor one. How about Gregory Helms? How about the Hurricane? Because I mean, you love the Hurricane character. I personally liked him as Gregory Helms as heel Gregory Helms. It just didn't have the same luster because it kind of turned into a guy. I mean,
yeah.
While everyone loved the Hurricane gimmick and the comedy that came with it, he didn't have the same luster there. So I wish it was, but it just wasn't. I mean, jeez, I got him right in front of my face. So I'll
you
say
know
it
what?
also.
Controversial one. The Undertaker when he went American Badass.
Yeah, no. I mean, now
let me say this one. It wasn't the gimmick. It wasn't the wrestling. It just goes goddamn alligator pants, my guy.
That was just the one time.
That was the way I wanted those goddamn alligator pants, man. That's what really was like. Go back to the Phenom. Sure
enough, we got back to it. Then then there was some inklings. They wanted American Badass Undertaker back. So balance back and forth with their.
Oh, and can't forget Crown Jewel's version of DX and the Brothers of Destruction.
Sure.
That was a works gimmick change.
What was his
LA Knight?
What was his change? Okay, yeah. That's fair.
That's
okay,
fair.
That's
a
fair.
good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, exactly that. If you weren't able to hear Scotty, he said, going from the manager type deal to the LA Knight.
I think those are one of those changes where it saved the wrestlers. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, there's some gimmick change where it's like, oh, he did better off, but it's like there's some gimmick change where like you could take the worst person and then turn him to like the biggest megastar. That was an example of Stone Cold.
Yeah.
LA Knight.
To an extent, JBL going from
JBL,
tag team wrestler to
JBL.
stockbroker, one of the longest.
Cena. John Cena was one of them.
Yeah, just going from rapper to
not even just rapper.
hero.
No, going from like the stale, like, because I remember seeing those matches and just like he had potential to be good, but then when you look at the gimmick, it was just kind of like ruthless aggression.
Yeah, he said
he looked very
he even said
generic.
himself. Yeah, his gimmick was I'm the guy with the shorts that happen to be the color, like it's the theme with that city. So if he's in North Carolina, he's got the light blue with the white, just so it can be like the Tar Heels. So that was literally his gimmick for a while.
So I say that one was probably the most impactful one too. There's a whole lot.
Jay Lethal as Black Machismo.
Oof.
I mean, I think I can't really remember what he was doing really before that, and then to say it was just an impersonation, that would be kind of insulting because he took that character to a different level, and people cared. You still hear Black Machismo getting chanted when you see Jay Lethal. So.
How about this one? Just the career of Seth Rollins.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah. I would say in the beginning of it, Edge going to Judgment Day Edge.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of
and you can also maybe even say just that the going from Brood, Edge and Christian to just the newer Edge and Christian, that helped for sure too.
That helped for sure.
Yeah.
I can't think of a lot. Shorty G to Chad Gable.
Yeah, that was bad. That was really bad.
I remember that one. I remember those dark days in WWE, man.
And if we need another more recent one, I'll go Toni Storm.
Oh, Toni Storm.
I mean, she went crazy with this new character. And in an idea where you were on paper, you're like, okay, you're going to be an old Marilyn Monroe character. Everything you do is going to be in black and white, and you're going to be talking ridiculous. Go. And she took the ball and ran.
She took the ball and ran.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
To a point where I think she just did it. She's doing a movie. That's why she's getting some time off, where she's basically playing her new timeless Toni Storm character as the person that she's doing the biopic on. So. Yes. And then on top of it, MLW was kind enough, and their editing team was cool enough to, when they posted she just had a match there not too long ago, put up the highlights. She was in black and white. Everything else was in color. So shout out to MLW for that.
Oh my
just
God.
crazy on the editing for that one. So perfect, just adding to it.
I mean,
I'm trying to
think of a lot. MJF maybe.
I mean, he was always he's always just been steadily the same character. So he's always just been the top heel in my mind.
Jack Perry. Jack Perry
from Jungle Boy to Jack Perry. Yeah, that's a good point.
Jack Perry.
And people can you can argue it for both sides. I'm sure. I currently like
How
it.
are we not talking about gimmicks? We haven't talked about Chris goddamn Jericho.
Sure. Yeah.
The whole hi. ¿Cómo estás? Like you know what? I haven't seen him done that. Like I wanted to see him go one day. I haven't seen the clips or anything. I haven't seen the shows, but I want him to go be like, "Hola, my name is Jericho." Like I want him to do that. I want him to pull a whole Dora.
He used to when he did the cruiserweight title bit in WCW. So I think that was the thing. Man, I mean, there's a ton.
Ricochet from the Tiger.
And definitely the name change. He was still the ring general. What about just from Dash and Cody Rhodes to the Cody Rhodes we know now? Yeah, to Indy Rhodes. Yeah. 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 No, that's huge.
Triple H from going from Hunter Helmsley to the Game.
Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, I'm not quite sure when that transition exactly happened, but yeah, over time. Yeah, sure. And you could also just say the same thing with Rocky Johnson to The Rock. So yeah, tons of stuff right there. I'm trying to think about the more, like I said, not the negative ones, but just like the like why. Yeah,
why?
They're just like they're like oh, you had so much potential. Why? Why'd you stop doing that type deal?
Ooh, that's a good one. I want to say there was one that came up to mind earlier, and I was thinking about it. It was so shocking. Damn,
there's gonna be a million. I'm sure.
There's a million, I'm sure, but I just can't think at the top of my head. But the one of them I started thinking about, funny enough, was Finley.
Yeah,
Finley had a lot of potential, but just because he wasn't that Celtics Irish.
Yeah.
And he was only people only known him because of Hornswoggle.
Sure.
Who else?
Oh, okay. This is actually not okay. From from talking about the Hurricane to from Rosie. If we remember, 3 minute warning. It was Rico, Rosie, and I think it was Umaga. But,
oh yeah.
He turned into the Hurricane's partner, who was then just Rosie, the superhero in training. So it was
the Hamburglar. That's
it was kind of was kind of dumb. They got Papa Shango on here, so I can kind of understand the same thing from Papa Shango. But then I would say Papa Shango into the Godfather, probably the better one. For me.
It was kind of the better one.
Oh, sorry. Before you go, Earthquake turning into into the Oddities member. And that was just, it's a bummer. Just going from the dominant Earthquake to just a guy underneath a mask with a South Park shirt on. So, I'm sorry, what was your Scotty?
Roman Reigns is a big dog character and changing into the tribal chief.
No.
Nah.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I thought. Yeah, sorry. I thought we were just kind of focusing on the bad ones. But yeah, no, that's fine. That was a good one. That's like 1A, 1B.
Oh, you know what a bad one was?
We were annoyed because we were force-fed Roman Reigns for 7 straight WrestleManias.
Right.
Also, once he got a gimmick that everyone started really liking, they were wanting him to come back once he left.
I got one. Dean Ambrose, when he had the mask and everything.
Yeah, that last run in WWE was bad. That one was really bad. And that rejuvenated him.
That was awful.
I got another one. I'm looking it up. We'll wrap up in just a second, but Dolph Ziggler from the Spirit Squad to individual Dolph Ziggler could be it. That's a nice come up. That's a nice one to help him up there for sure. I think that might be a nice way to wrap this one up. So, oh my God, you remember Kazarni?
I gotta look at the picture. Let me see.
Remember Kazarni? They played those promos for months. And I remember as a kid, I'd be like, I can't wait. Finally can't wait for Kazarni. Guy had 2 matches. I think he beat Shannon Moore, and that was it.
Oh, who are we forgetting? The Shocker, the Shocker dude, the guy with the
Shockmaster.
The Shockmaster, dog. That was the worst one right there. The Shockmaster. His whole promo was that he fell off. First of all, it was a badass entrance to start off with. He freaking came up to the wall and he tripped.
Yeah.
And his freaking helmet fell off.
Do you remember Heidenreich?
Yeah, hell yeah.
So going from the crazed, abducting Michael Cole and then reading him poetry, you think he's crazed and demented, and then he becomes like fun, comedic, and in this picture he has a giant Hershey bar and he's got chocolate over his face.
Big Daddy V.
Big Daddy V for me was kind of cool. Yeah, I know. Going from Viscera to the Playboy Viscera, I actually kind of like that.
Yeah,
that was fun for a little bit.
Big Daddy V.
Yeah, that one. No, that was actually pretty terrifying. Seeing Big Daddy V. What do you got?
One more good one recently. Nepotism hired Dominic Mysterio to dirty Dominic Mysterio. Kind of finding.
Yeah, going from just the
Rey Mysterio's kid.
Yeah, going from innocent little kid to the dirty Dom that we see now. I like that. Yeah, I like that for sure. I'm just trying to see if there's any other ridiculous ones or anything that we got to get to. But
so when it comes to gimmicks, it's just damn.
I know there's so many bad ones that you just gotta. Oh, this one. I'll finish off with this one. Eugene going from just simply going from face to heel. Everyone was just like, "What are we doing?" I think he turned on Hacksaw Jim Duggan. They were tag teaming together, and it's a good way to get heat on him because Hacksaw was a legend. You don't want him to get beat up, but having Eugene do that, everyone knows the character that he was running with, so it's a tough sell. It's a tough sell right there. So I'll leave it with that.
I would say one last.
Sure.
Hornswoggle going to Punk Hornswoggle.
Yeah, that was fun. That was cool. But there you go, exactly that. Yeah, he joined One Man Band, Wee Man Band. So for sure,
TLC.
let us know in the comment section. Write us up online. What were the best gimmicks? What are the gimmicks that we missed that went from best to worst or worst to best? What were yours? What got your goat? But Alex, thank you for joining me today. Always a huge help. Like I said, when our boy David isn't feeling too well. Hopefully he is sometime soon. We getting him back into the studio. That'd be great.
So, hold on. So is the check cleared for the two shows?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. He'll be. So, you get paid in Costco credits. Or you take Cole's cash?
I would take charity. That's for sure.
There you go. Sorry, Jake. Well, until then, until next time.
Sending some products.
Keep watching wrestling. Support your local indies. Do what you got to do. Enjoy the wrestling all around on the weekends and everything coming up. So
you can see
exactly that. Bad Karma Wrestling's back. Same time, same place next week, and we'll see you. Take care. We love you. Bye.
Boom.
This is Bad Karma Wrestling.
Give me a hell yeah.
With no gimmick Nick Johnston.
It doesn't matter how you feel.
And David Double D Dykstra.